Yo, what's good everyone? So I've just 100% in 9.1. You know what that means. I have some crystals to open, I have some rank ups to do, and most of my rank ups are actually going to be for next season in Battlegrounds, because the next meta is going to be the crit me with your best shot meta, and Battlegrounds gets popping in the crit me with your best shot meta. It's basically everyone's favorite node. You can search for a match any time of the day and you'll find one pretty much instantly because everyone is playing. It's such a fun meta. So yeah, I really want to make sure I have a good deck for that, so I'm gearing most of my rank ups towards that. Plus my deck for the current gladiator circuit meta is pretty good anyway, so I don't need to do any rank ups for that. I'm happy with how my deck is for this season in Battlegrounds. But yeah, we're starting this opening off by opening a few 6-star relics, and I got a first time dupe on my 6-star Juggernaut relic, which is actually really nice. The dupe ability on that is really strong. It gives Juggernaut extra attack rating when he's unstoppable, so that's just going to make my rank 3 Juggernaut even more of a nuke in Battlegrounds. But now we've got some 7-star crystals to open, 4 of them, and there's not many champs that I'm looking for out of the base pool. There's Chavez dupe, there's a Nuku Charlotte, a Piggy dupe would be really nice as well. But yeah, that's about it. I mean, Venom, but I'm not too fussed about pulling Venom. Oh, duping Havoc would be good, but I got more 6 on my Sunspot. You know, that's definitely not the worst, but Sunspot, he does not need his 6, so it's definitely not the best either. First time dupe on Odin, and I love Odin. He's one of my favourite cosmics, but he does not need a dupe at all, so that's pretty useless. But hey, it's nice for the silver stars at least. So yeah, I mean, these 7-star crystals kinda mid, but to be fair, I have most of what I need out of the base pool anyway, and it would have been nice to dupe my rank 3 red skull there, but we get more 6 on Morbius, and you know what, I'll take that because Morbius' signature ability is actually pretty useful. It makes him be able to fight bleed immune champs because it lets him apply ruptures instead of bleeds. And yeah, I think Morbius is somewhat underrated. I think at max sig he could be a really solid Battlegrounds champion, but I don't want to pull him 16 more times, so don't take that as a sign. Please don't give me 16 more Morbiuses. But anyway, we have this Mystic class crystal to open. I was looking for a Nuka Charlotte or a Chavez dupe, but we pull a Wiccan, which is pretty arse, not gonna lie. I do not care about this guy at all. I'm not a fan of his play style. His damage is too low for me. I know he's got great damage in matchups where the opponent has a lot of buffs, but so do many other champs, and those other champs also have great damage outside of buff heavy matchups. But anyway, we have this Titan crystal to open, and what I'm looking for out of here is a Nova dupe. If I duped my Nova, straight to rank 3, give him all my 6 stones, but unfortunately we don't dupe him. Who even is this? I forgot this guy was in the game. Patriot. Yeah, I mean, I haven't played him at all, but I have literally not heard one person talk about this guy. I have not seen anything impressive, but I've not seen any gameplay on him at all, to be honest. But you never know. Maybe he's a hidden gem. Maybe he is a underrated champ. Maybe he can cook. I'll test him out, see what he can do, but my hopes are not high for him. But we'll move on to the rank ups now. And there's quite a lot I can do. I can do around 4 rank 2s. And the first champion we're taking to rank 2 is this Havoc. Even though he's unduped, Havoc does like to be duped generally. But the reason I'm ranking him up 4, he does not need to be duped. He's going to be a pretty solid defender for the crit me with your best shot meta, because when you land a critical hit on Havoc, he's going to apply a plasma debuff to you. So crit me with your best shot is just going to make him much more of a dangerous defender. He's going to deal a lot more damage on defense. So I figured I'd take him up to rank 2. I actually have this guy at rank 3 on my mini account, and he's cool. definitely a solid defender, a bit too slow on attack in most cases though. And my next rank 2 is going to be the unduped Nova. Why am I ranking up unduped Nova if he needs high sig to be a good attacker? Well, next meta, in the crit me with your best shot meta, Nova is going to be a really strong defender because he takes 75% less damage from guaranteed critical hits. So he's going to stall for ages. He's going to be one of the most tankiest defenders. He's going to be tankier than a rank 3 Sasquatch. And I just think the 7-star rank 2 will hold up better than the ascended 6-star on defense. He's going to be useless on offense pretty much because he's unduped, but he's such a good defender that yeah, it's definitely worth sacrificing his offensive capabilities to make him a better defender for the crit me meta. And next rank 2 is another champion that likes to be duped, and it's Hood. But Hood doesn't need the dupe on attack as bad as Nova. Hood, he can get by unduped, but yeah, he's missing his power steal utility unduped. But I'm taking him to rank 2 anyway because he's one of my favourite champs in game. I love his playstyle, I love his invisibility, I love his power steal, even though unduped he doesn't have that. But still, I want to make a video on this guy. I've took him up to Sig 200 as a 7-star on the beta. I'm planning to do a video on that, and I'll probably squeeze some Battlegrounds fights with my unduped 7-star into that video as well. So look out for that. And now here, I'm just deciding who to do for my last rank 2 7-star. And I end up picking Warlock. I'm really not the biggest fan of Warlock. You know, he's normally not the best Battlegrounds champion because he's not the fastest and he's really not that good of a defender anymore. But he's solid in a crit me meta. In a crit me meta, he is really fast and he is a pretty decent stall on defense because whilst his armor up is active, your special attacks cannot crit against this guy. So he can stall on defense, and yeah, he's pretty fast on attack in crit me. So I'm going to bite the bullet and take him up to rank 2, even though I'm not the biggest fan of him. Plus, I'll need Iceman counters because Iceman will be one of the better defenders for crit me. So yeah, it's better to stock up on Iceman counters. Don't want to be getting trapped too much. And here I'm just going to ascend my 6-star Man-Thing because I don't have a 7-star. And we all know Man-Thing, he's going to be one of the best defenders in crit me because he takes, I think it's 75% less damage from critical hits. So yeah, he's just really tanky. He's a massive stall. But this is the only meta where he's a good defender. Normally, he's really mid. So yeah, I definitely don't mind not pulling the 7-star. I'll just use the ascended 6-star for one meta, then never use him again. And I took Destroyer to rank 2 the other day as well. He's going to be a really good defender in crit me because he goes unstoppable when he dashes at you. So that's going to make it hard, very hard for you to intercept him, and you need to intercept in crit me to get the guaranteed critical hits. Plus he's immune to slow, so you can't counter his unstoppable with slow. So he's going to be one of the trickiest defenders in crit me. Honestly, I was debating on taking him to rank 3, but I decide to go with another tech champion. I really should have done a science or cosmic because, like I keep mentioning, I don't have a science or cosmic champion at rank 3. But I decided to go with Starkey because it's long overdue. In my opinion, this guy is the best Battlegrounds attacker in game right now. I think the Bullseye nerf really pushed him over the edge because the Bullseye nerf, it didn't change much about him, but it made Starkey one of the best counters to Bullseye, and I think that really pushed him over the edge to being the best Battlegrounds attacker there is. And yeah, when Battlegrounds first came out, 6-star rank 4s were the meta, and Starkey was my first ever 6-star rank 4, and he put in a ton of work for me in the Battlegrounds beta, in early Battlegrounds, so I'm really nostalgic for him. Will always be one of my favourite champs, so happy to have him at rank 3. And if we look at my tier 4 Alpha Catalyst, I'm close to my next rank 3 7-star anyway, so I'm probably going to do Titania next because I will need a good counter to Man-Thing. I've got a few, but Man-Thing is going to be so common, and Titania is one of the best counters to him, one of the fastest counters to him. So I'm definitely leaning towards rank 3 in her. But you know, I'm not going to get my next rank 3 until about halfway into the Crit Me With Your Best Shot meta. So if it turns out I'm not having trouble with Man-Thing, I'll probably just leave Titania at rank 2 and rank 3 somebody else. But yeah, if you couldn't already tell by how much I've mentioned it, I'm really looking forward to the Crit Me With Your Best Shot meta. It's the most fun meta there is in Battlegrounds. Everyone's going to be playing Battlegrounds. It's going to be so active. It will be so quick and easy to find matches. I'm really looking forward to it. So I'm probably going to stream a bit more than I usually do in that meta. So if you're a fan of the streams, that's some good news to you. And you can see how many 6 stones I have here, 45 generic ones, saving them for 7-star Nova. But yeah, that's going to be the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, I'd appreciate it if you could leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.